Howdy folks, EJ here. As you may know, I build huge complicated redstone contraptions and command block mechanisms, but I haven't really posted any explanatory things about how redstone works on my channel yet. So if you don't really know how redstone works, you'll be completely lost in watching most of my other videos, because I'm simply not very gifted in the arts of speaking and explaining things. If you want to see the people who taught me almost everything I know about redstone, check out Sethbling and Dragnos on YouTube. Anyway, what I am going to be doing today is explaining a bit about the basics behind how redstone works by playing Sethbling's Redstone Challenge. It'll be a fun little game for me, unless it gets too hard, and hopefully you'll be able to learn a bit about how to do redstone. I've only played the first couple levels of this before I decided to record it, so I still have no idea how to do this map and I haven't seen it before. I do consider myself to have achieved very close to pro status at redstone, if not master. Of course, I've never really had anyone else gauge my skills before, so hopefully this map will test what I know. Alright, enough of my rambling. Let's jump right into it. Let's see how much you guys know as well. I know that this map is also designed for 1.4.4, I believe. Yes, this map was designed in Minecraft 1.4.4, so I know that some things are a little bit messed up with this because I don't have that version of Minecraft running right now. I have the latest snapshot of 1.8 running right now, so hopefully things won't be too different, but I don't think they will. Anyway, so this is the first room. Basically the premise behind this map is there are a bunch of little puzzles here and you have to solve them with redstone knowledge. Each one has a chest of the materials you need to get through and you have to solve it using redstone knowledge. Now, I'm going to teach you how each of these things works, if I can, and I'm going to solve the puzzle, if I can. This one is obviously very quick. I don't really need this much time to explain to myself how it works, because I actually know how it works. And there are also little hints here, but so far I haven't looked at them. Anyway, so this is the basics behind how redstone works. If you have any sort of device that creates a power source of electricity, or redstone as it's called in Minecraft, you can just put it on a block, and then when you activate it, this block will become powered because this lever provides power to the block. If you had a button and you press the button, it would provide power to the block too. If you were standing on a pressure plate, that would send power to this block and anything next to it would become powered. So when power is in a block, it activates anything next to it that is activated with redstone. For example, doors can be activated with redstone, so this door opens when it's powered. Now, I'll just go ahead to the next room because there's really not much more to explain there. That was a very simple puzzle, and clearly I didn't need that much time to solve the puzzle, but I'm not showing off my speed here, I'm just going ahead and explaining the redstone. Alright, this next puzzle, this is kind of the same thing. If you power this block with this lever, it will power this redstone wire. If you have redstone dust, if you place it on the ground, it becomes redstone wire. And it can connect powered blocks to other things, like this light. This light will come on when it receives power from the redstone wire, same as a powered block will power anything next to it. So this is powered. Oh yeah, I forgot. Since I'm running Minecraft in a different snapshot, this actually doesn't work. But what is supposed to happen here is that when this light comes on, it actually opens up this door. But for some reason, it's not working. I really don't know why. Yeah, so that's what's supposed to happen. When the light gets activated, the door opens. I'll show you why in just a minute. Now, next puzzle. There are two levers. I haven't actually got to this part yet, so let's just see. To activate this light, we need this torch to come on. Redstone torches are a power source for redstone as well, so we need this power source to come on, so it will power this wire, so it will power this block and open the door, hopefully. So in order to make this torch turn on, we need to have it stop being powered, because when a block is powered and it has a redstone torch on it, the redstone torch on it will turn off because the block has power. So if we can get rid of the power coming into this block, this torch will turn on and open the door for us. But we have two torches here. These two torches need to turn off if we want to turn this on if we want to open the door. So in order to turn these two off, we have to provide power to these two blocks. And in order to provide power to those two blocks, we have two levers. So we power this block, which powers this block, which turns off the redstone torch. So now this torch is the only one providing power. So if we power this one, the other one turns off, this torch turns on, and this becomes powered. So the door should open here. Now, this is something that should work right now, but it doesn't for whatever reason. This redstone wire is powering this lamp. This lamp, apparently in this version of Minecraft, does not actually carry power anymore, but originally when this block becomes powered, this torch will turn off, which will allow this door to open. I have no idea why it's not working right now, but let me just take this torch and show you what should happen. When the torch is on, the door is closed. When the torch turns off, the door opens. So, for some reason, when the redstone wire comes in and turns off the torch, it's not working, so I'm going to have to do that manually for every single door. But the goal of the puzzle is to turn on this light, and then the door should open. That's a granted, so I'm just going to go ahead and cheat for every single one of these. But, yes, let's continue going. Okay, this one looks a little more interesting. We've got some pistons. Let's see, we have a light that needs to be turned on, and a torch. Alright, so to turn on this torch and open the door, we need to turn off all 5 of these torches. Oh, I see how we do it. Alright, repeaters just extend a signal. When there's a redstone signal coming into them, they basically just send it along whichever direction they're pointing. All these repeaters are pointing into these blocks. So if we power this repeater, then this block will be powered, which will turn off this torch. We just need to do that for all 5 of these torches, and then this will turn on, and then it'll open the door for me. So, I need to push these blocks with the piston. The piston, when it is powered, will extend, whether it's a sticky or a non-sticky. If it's sticky, when it retracts again, it will pull the block with it. If it's not sticky, the block will be left there when it retracts again because it lost power. So, I want this block to be over top of the redstone torch. That way the redstone torch below it will power the block above it. Then the powered block will provide power to the repeater. The repeater will provide power to this block. This block will turn off the redstone torch. The redstone, all of these will be turned off, and then it will open the door. Unfortunately, I only have one lever, so I'm going to need to do these one at a time. Click the lever. This is not a sticky piston, so it just pushes the block. The block is now pushed. The redstone torch powers this block because it's above it. This block powers this and it turns off one of these torches. So now I just need to break the lever and do it to every single one of these. Let's power this block again. So now the next piston is extended. Power this one. Now that one's extended. Power that one. Now it's extended. Power the last one. Now the door should be open. Unfortunately it isn't because I am still in the wrong snapshot. Alright. There we go, door open. Onward. Alright, so now you know the basics of redstone. That's pretty much all you need to know as a beginner. Now we're getting into a little bit more complicated stuff. This is basically just a huge AND gate. All of these need to be in the correct order in order to turn this on. So we need to have none of this providing power to this line of redstone. For example, if I power one of these blocks over here, it has a repeater. So if I power the block, it will just add to the signal in this redstone wire. We don't want this to be powered, so I need to take this lever away. What I need to do is deactivate all the redstone torches. Now I can do that by flicking levers again. So let's go over here. I can see the redstone sparkles over here, so I know which ones I need to turn off. Turn off all those. Now all of them are off, so the wire turns off. So this block is unpowered. This torch turns on, and it powers the door. And I still need to do the stupid thing up here. There we go. Now, next puzzle. How do we do this one? Ah! Okay, so I need to unpower this redstone wire to turn on that to open the door. In order to turn off the redstone wire, I need to turn off both of these blocks. I need to power both of these blocks to turn off the torches. In order to do that, I need to push these pistons over top of the torches to have the block powering this dot of redstone, which will power this block, which will unpower these torches and turn off the redstone wire. But there is no wire pointing into these pistons. So when I power this, it doesn't actually extend the piston because the wire is facing in a different direction than the piston. So in order to achieve this in the way that we want, we need to do something called quasi-conductivity. Quasi-conductivity is a property of pistons and dispensers. When you have a piston, it is looking for power on any side of it if there's something, a powered block next to it, or if there is a redstone wire pointing into it, that'll activate it. But it is also looking for power on this block, this block, this block, this block, oopsie, this block, and then the block above this block. So any of those, when they become powered, will also power the piston. Of course, the piston doesn't realize that because it's not directly next to the piston. So this is actually powering the piston, but it doesn't realize it yet because there hasn't been a block update right next to it. In order to update a piston, you need to update something right next to it. So, for example, if I break this block, that'll update it because it was right next to it, and then it'll realize, oh, hey, I'm powered, I need to extend, so then it'll actually extend. Or, if I wanted to do it the way this puzzle is supposed to be done, not by breaking everything in the world, let me go over to the other one. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, it's not a sticky piston. If it was a sticky piston, that would have pulled it back and ruined what I just did. Anyway, so for this one I need to do the same thing. Let me power that redstone so it is powered. Then I power this piston. It doesn't realize it's powered yet. Now when I turn off this redstone wire, it realizes something has changed right next to it. It realizes it needs to extend. It pushes it over the redstone torch. This block is now powered, powers this dot of redstone, powers this block, turns off this torch, turns off this redstone, allows this to turn on, and solves the puzzle. Making sense so far? I hope so, because I'm not very good at explaining. Oops, I just trapped myself in here. There we go. Onward. Oh, redstone dust. Now, what do we need to do here? Okay, so we have another torch. It's being powered by a repeater that has a little bit of delay on it, 4 ticks of delay. It's a little bit different than this one. This has only 1 tick delay, as you can see. Repeaters can have different amounts of delay based on how many times you right-click them. Okay, so we have a repeater pointing into this block. So this block is powered, and it'll power any redstone that's on it. This block is not powered, but it has a redstone torch on it. So if we power this block, the redstone torch will turn off. That will turn off this repeater, which will turn on this and then open the door for us. So I guess that's what we need to do. We need to take the power from this block, put it over here, and then actually this will cause something very strange to happen. When a torch is powering the line of redstone that turns it off, as soon as the redstone torch powers this line of redstone, the redstone torch will turn off. But then once the redstone torch is off, the redstone wire powering it will turn off. So then it'll form a very fast clock of turning on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off until the torch burns out because it's so stressed. So that's pretty much how it works. If it's being forced to turn itself off and then turn itself back on again, it goes really, really fast. Basically forming a redstone clock. A clock in redstone is something that continually causes it to do the same thing over and over again, where its input is the same as what causes it to output. So eventually that torch will turn back on because it realizes, hey, I'm not supposed to be burned out anymore. And then it'll start opening and closing this door like mad again. We'll probably see that as I'm going through the next puzzle. But yeah, that's a little interesting way that you can do a redstone clock. It's one of the possible ways. So here we have a redstone clock, same thing I just talked about, only this one is going so slowly it doesn't actually burn it out. So this clock is going, this redstone torch turns on, it powers this, powers that, which makes the torch turn off. Then it powers it again, and the cycle repeats. This is powering this. This is called a monostable circuit. When this block is powered, this torch will turn off, and this will turn on after 3 ticks of delay. So this will have nothing powering it for 2 ticks. Ticks are basically the time measurement in Minecraft. So when this block is powered, this torch will turn off. Then this line of redstone will become unpowered for 2 ticks while we wait for this to turn off, because this is at 3 ticks of delay. So this will turn off after 1 tick, this will turn on after 3 ticks. So this gives us 2 ticks of this being turned off. Now, when this is completely off, it will allow this block to become unpowered for 2 ticks. This redstone torch needs 1 tick to turn on after its block becomes unpowered. So it takes 1 tick for it to turn on, and then it becomes powered again and realizes, oh, now I'm powered, and it turns off again. This gives us exactly 1 tick of power coming through this repeater and into this block. Now these are sticky pistons. You can tell because of the green slime on them. These, when they are powered, pull back the block, that they have when they are unpowered. So if I were to power this, it would extend, and then when I unpowered it, it would pull it back, which wouldn't help me, because I need all of these to become unpowered to make this open. And I have 3 that I need at the same time to be powered. And I need to push 3 of these blocks into place in order for these repeaters to become powered and turn off these 3 torches to open the door for me. So, what I need to do is exploit another feature of pistons, that when they receive exactly 1 tick and only 1 tick of power, they extend and then retract really fast, and sticky pistons are not able to hold on to the block that they are pushing and then pulling. So, if I have this... Whoa. Oh no. Well, something appears to be happening here because it's the latest snapshot, I guess. I'm not sure why this is happening, but this is supposed to be 1 tick of delay. I'm not sure why it's not, but I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to stay out. Okay, I'm gonna just need to cut off the signal when it's partway through. Oops. Let's see if I can do it here. I need to cut off the signal partway through. Yeah, I did it. So, now I gave it less than whatever that is. I guess it might be too long or something. Something messed up here. But just because this is a different version, it was created a long time ago. So, this is supposed to receive 1 tick of power, which will push the piston, and then it won't be able to pull it back like it's supposed to as a sticky piston. And then it'll leave the block here over top of this torch, and then it can go ahead and unpower these. So let me go ahead and run the signal over to these other 2. Let's see if I can get this timing right. The puzzle is not supposed to be this hard. I just have this booted up in the wrong version. Oh! Well, apparently it worked that time. Good for me. So yes, all these are powered now, all these are turned off, the door is ready to be opened. Puzzle solved. Sorry that took so long, that was just a little bit of confusion, because it's in the wrong version, I guess. Alright, level 8. 1 lever. Ah, this will be much easier. I can tell we're supposed to do the exact same thing, because we have 2 torches. I'm assuming these are sticky pistons. Let me check. Yeah, they're sticky pistons, so we need to put a 1 tick pulse into both of these, push them over so that these blocks become powered by the torches, and then it powers this dot of redstone, which powers this block, which turns off these torches, turns off this redstone wire, allows this to turn on, and opens our door. So, let's come over here and give it 1 tick. Perfect. Normally I'm not very good with things like that, but I managed to do it this time. Actually, I don't even need to do that, I can just leave it this time. So, now this is powered, light turns on, door opens, or supposed to. There we go. I feel like I'm cheating on every one of these, but I kind of have to. I know the puzzle, I'm doing it right, I promise you. Alright, so, now we have to turn off both of these torches, yet another one of these AND gates. An AND gate is something where you have 2 inputs that are both putting into this one thing. So in order to have this open, we need to have this turned off and this turned off, otherwise it won't work. Because if either one of these is powering this redstone wire, it'll still be off and we still won't be able to exit our door. So, let's see, what are we supposed to do here? Oh, I think we have to use the whole torch burnout thing again. Do you remember how torches burn out if you power and unpower them too fast? Well, yeah, see how it turned off? Up. Yeah, see it's turned off. So if we can have it burned out for long enough, then we burn out the other one, and both of them will be off at the same time, and we'll be able to get out of our door. But we'll need to get out again before... Whoa, I'm having a little bit of lag there. Oh man, it's turned on already. Alright, let's burn it out again. Hello? There, burned out. Let's try to get the other one. Hello, I need this. I'm lagging a lot. Alright, well I know how to do this, I just appear to be lagging too much to be able to do it correctly. Please work. There we go. Well, this might take a while. Well, this lag is not my fault, so I think I might just need to cheat my way through this. Basically, how this puzzle was supposed to work, let me just check. Alright, hint, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, I'm supposed to use the torch burner. I know what I'm doing. Man, this is really laggy. I don't know what happened. Let me try reloading the world, and then I'll go ahead and... this is really weird. I don't know why it's lagging so much. Let me go ahead and reboot the world and see what's going on, and then I'll continue on. Thank you very much for watching this part of the video. Hope you stick around for the next part. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later.